Hey, this is Man-Made Mead. Today we're going to go ahead and take the September monthly mead, which had some problems initially. It says restart on here because what happened was it had died, the yeast had died and really struggling, and the gravity wouldn't drop all the way down, even though it was in a range where the yeast could ferment through all of the sugars. So I restarted it. There's a video about me restarting this mead. You can probably see it somewhere, or I'll link it. But today is the next step we were going to take, and this was a Capsicumel or something of the order. Anyways, it's a pepper mead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these jalapeno peppers, and then I'm going to put them in here. Now I'm also going to do something else after a little while. I'm going to let these peppers sit for about 2 weeks, I would say, and then I'm going to taste it, see how it is, and really just taste it as it goes to see if I need to keep the flavors going. But this right here, in this little jar, I've taken some oak cubes and I have soaked them in whiskey. And after about 2 weeks, I'm going to go ahead and put these on top of that because I want the oak. I want an oak flavor that's like a whiskey. I think it'll be a really good mix. So first things first, I need to rack this into a new container, which I have right here, and then we will go ahead and add the jalapeno from there. Alright, so now the next step, I got some out into my container, or tube, because I want to get a gravity reading. It is at 1.000, so we have leveled out completely. To tell you what happened, it's stalled at about 1.03. Meaning it still had some sugars left over. I wanted it to ferment out completely, so I went ahead and restarted it, and you hopefully saw that video. So now the next step, simple enough. I want to get a little taste test of this before I put it all back in here. So let's get a taste test, and then we'll add our jalapenos in. Okay, so this is a little taste of it, the September monthly mead. We're going to see how it is right now before the jalapenos and other flavors go in. Ooh, that's really good. It's got an interesting bite to it. So the honey pokes are still sweet. Even though it's dry, it's still sweet, which I think is interesting. I'm getting that more and more as I go along. You get the residual honey taste, which is naturally sweet. But it's kind of a medium to heavy body, which is also interesting. I think the alcohol volume is around 12 to 13% here. And then obviously that's not going to change with jalapenos. They're not going to add any more sugars or anything like that. I don't believe any fermentation will really occur either. But as a traditional mead, that's really good right now. I'll be curious to see how the jalapeno takes and differs the flavor of it. So let's go ahead and now add in the jalapenos. Alright, so we're going to add in our jalapeno. We're going to put our other back in here. This is the test tube mead. This mead is about a little over a month old, so it's not too old. And fermentation will it's ran through its course of fermentation, but I don't anticipate any more happening. I'm not too worried about putting these in a bag or something. I don't think that they'll have too big of a problem. So with these in here now, like I said, we're going to let them sit for about 2 or 3 weeks and just kind of see how the flavor changes. And then at that point, I want to add my extra flavors, my little oak cubes that have been soaked in bourbon. And so we get kind of an oak, bourbony, spicy taste that will be really interesting to see. So this is going to sit for another 2 weeks, and then we'll go from there. But that's it for this part right now. Alright, so a little lesson for you. Don't get jalapeno in your eye. If you can tell, my eye is a little red. It feels like it's on fire. So, quick lesson, don't do that. Alright, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and go down below. There's a little bell that will also notify you whenever I post things. I have a bunch of stuff in my description: Patreon, PayPal, Society6, merchandise, tons of stuff. Check it out, Facebook. I love getting to talk to you guys and love communicating with you down below. So tell me, my question I want to ask you is, what is the craziest mead you've made so far? feel free to go down below and comment and let me know. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in another video. Hopefully one that might be including about this guy. So we'll see you very soon. See you next time. Bye.